guys, welcome back. Okay, the balance hit, so now we know exactly what we can and we can't do. What we can and can't do. But we lost a pretty big thing, which is the DENGLONG float. The fact that it was a tuner in itself, and the fact that you could float into another level 1 tuner, made everything just flow conveniently. Like everything just it just fell into place with access to that floating tuner. But now that we don't have that, we're gonna have to supplement it with something else. You either have to hard draw a level 1 tuner, or hope you open with it, because that's like the only difference is you're not gonna have a level 1 tuner, and then the fact that you have to like boost accel now to make up for that the denlong not being there. Because normally what you would do is you would make accel with the Sahaya, but then now you can't do that anymore. So you're gonna have to boost, because you're gonna have to give the level to quick draw, because that's how you're gonna make the Jet Warrior. It's gonna be the similar sequence as the one before, like when we still had the denlong, but you're gonna have to do this new part right, this new little bit right here. So you see what I mean? Okay, so level it, that's gonna turn into your jet. Everything's similar, everything's the same. Have your Jet Warrior in the grave for later, because you can't make the jet and the formula in the later stages. So you have to make it as fast as you can, so it can just be there, and you can summon your Yoko tuner and then just bring it back that way. And then finally you just level eat the accel, and that becomes your librarian. And the only difference now is you're gonna be playing 2 formulas, and that's gonna allow for more hand replenishment, because like the fact that see what I mean? It made a pretty big difference. The fact that you need to do that sequence, that part's like completely different. But it seems like it's going good so far, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about it. I mean, I managed to pull it off here, but like, I don't know. And I had to bump up these guys, because like you're missing that level 1 tuner float, and I upped the double summon as well, because you like out of the cards you're drawing off Librarian, off the Coral Charge, the formula, the 2 formulas, you're gonna hope to draw into more level 1 tuners, because that's gonna give you the chance. Hang on, let me put the deck list. Okay, here it is. Okay, so there's quite a bit of changes. These were the Ks. This was at 1, and this was at 1 as well. But when you do that play, that sequence where you're drawing the first formula, the Coral Charge, and the second formula, you're hoping to draw into the Yoko tuner and this pretty much, because that's going to allow you to make the second dragon without soul charge, of course. And I kind of lean towards playing Instant Fusion and Magnet Reverse, but then I was like, oh man, that's just adding, like, for whatever reason, I wanted to make sure I can do it with this, just with this lineup of cards, because these already flow together, right? But I'm not too sure if I want to play these guys. I'm honestly not too sure. I don't know, because I think because getting to Zahaya is so critical now. Like it makes a big difference now that Denglong's gone. But I don't know, man. It's freaking crazy. I don't know. And then I try to make a build. I try to fit in the second Librarian, but like in theory, like on paper, it should be insane. There should be a way to get both on field, do the formula play, draw 4, synchro with one of the Librarians into a Coral, and then get more pluses off that. I tried to do that play, but it was just too hard. Like, as it is, you're really struggling to get these out. So I wasn't too sure, unless you add another element to it, because Links is just, it's too much of a tax to just make and give up all those resources to make it. So I don't know, it's just too hard. So I think one Librarian is good enough for now. But yeah, so far this is where I'm at, and I'm not too sure if this is the right way. But I mean, like when you saw, to do the board, all you need is this, pretty much this, and access to a level 1 tuners, and that's pretty much what gets you the board off. Like the chances of you drawing into those are pretty likely, because you're playing the tuners themselves, and the War After that you can search off. But man, it's frustrating and it's fun at the same time, because like when you get it, it's like so accomplishing, and when it's like you're trying to figure it out, it's like like it's like mental math. And you're doing the equation, and then it just disappears, and then you just what? Then you can't you try to backtrack, and then it's kind of similar because you got to remember all these sequences. And I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Give some suggestions and try it out, and maybe you can find a better route. But as of right now, that's the best solution I've come to so far, without adding something else that doesn't really go with the deck. Anyways, oh my god, that's gonna be crazy. Oh dude. Oh yeah, and also I took out the pianissimos because they hit Draco, they hit Zoo. So now the top decks are not gonna be a consistent popper. Don't need the player's turn. So there's not much need for it. I mean, I guess you can protect yourself against Ogre, which it's still a thing. So I don't know, maybe we'll go back in. But oh man, that's freaking crazy, dude. That's dude. Oh my god. But anyways, the balance is out. We're safe. Freaking Level is still here, and I think because it's promoting links pretty much, like not Level, I mean Gofu. Because if you think about it, it's one thing that they forced us to adjust to the link mechanic, and then there's another thing where they force us to play make us play a certain archetype. Like, okay, that's gonna be like a bit too much. Whereas if they left Gofu here, it's a generic. It can be put into any generic deck, any other deck. So it kind of gives you like a little bit of leeway that okay, you can play something else if you want. And if they cut that completely, I think it'll be like a pretty harsh move. Of course, they want you to try the new product, get new cards, but like sometimes you don't really want to play the new cards. You know, like I certainly don't. But I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.